Man, look at that, dude. This dude's all tatted up. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I recently got some tattoos and I got addicted. Oh, man. Sorry, I forgot to give you my... Man, speaking of tattoos, we went this weekend. We actually got a video of him getting a tattoo. We got that video up there? Man, Luke, check this out. Look how scared he is. Look how scared he is. Oh, mama.
I actually wasn't sure if Jobo was recording me or not, so I had this weird grin on my face all the time.
Yeah, but yeah. These tattoos, they can get addicting, can't they, dude?
I do like that shirt, though, right there.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Another thing I heard you like to do, he's really recently got into his photography.
Love it.
Man, he does photography here at Unplugged and Unite, and he does some sick pics. I think we got a couple of them up there. Man, didn't you said you took that at the beach, right?
Well, not yet.
Man, that is crazy. I saw that, I'm like, there ain't no way he took that, but he did. That's awesome. I think he's got another, look at this. That's professional right there. We got one of Unite right here. Man, but yeah, he's been taking pictures for us, and he's been doing an incredible job, just serving the Lord that way. But Nick, just to, boil it all down while we came up here, I just want you to share kind of what happened through your life, and how did it all start?
All right, well, of course, like you said, I grew up in church, so I was that church kid that you were dragged to church every Wednesday, Sunday, Thursday, Monday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you went and you heard all the stories like Noah, Moses, and all that. So, I mean, I heard all the stories, but they just never really clicked. Like, I went because it was like I had to.
Yeah.
So, after that, I started to develop a lot of insecurities. Like, I felt unwanted, unloved. My family was dysfunctional. My parents got a divorce when I was 5.
Wow.
But we lived in the same house together.
Really?
So it was like, you gave off that sense of unity because they had to. Because they lived there and they didn't want to cause strife. But it was harder on me because I knew that I would never actually have a mom and dad together again.
Yeah.
So like, I would have to watch them live in a house together.
Yeah.
But not care about each other.
Yeah.
And not show that love. So that started to develop a lot of things like, well, if they don't love each other and they live and do they love me? Does anybody?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that can be tough. I don't know how many of y'all here have experienced that before, but I mean, I haven't, but personally, but I could just imagine how tough that can be. I mean, you were telling me backstage, something that happened after that. A father figures down the road that came in your life. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, at 15 we moved up here, over in Rosa, and Pastor Pat, the old youth leader here, he lived right next door, so I pretty much started staying with him.
Yeah.
So he would drag me to church with him. I'd come work with him at the church and all that. So I started to develop that father figure relationship with him, and everything I started to lose some of the insecurities.
Yeah.
I started to feel whole again, like a piece of me was coming back. And then about 5 years after, about 2 after coming up here, they moved away and went to Huntsville.
Wow.
So it was like I lost a father twice.
Yeah.
Because we still kept in touch, but you never seen him.
Yeah.
So it hit me harder again. I was like, nobody's gonna stay. Everybody I love leaves me.
Wow.
So.
Man, I just, losing 2 father figures like that twice, man, wow, that's all I can say about that. But after that, you were telling me everything went downhill from that. You just started doing stuff you don't really like to tell people, and that you kind of regret. Could you tell me a little about that?
Oh, yeah, well, when he left, I was like, you know what, there's no point in trying this church thing. I'll come because my parents are going to make me, and I'm going to give off this persona that I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
But there was so much bitterness and anger because everybody left me, so I built a wall, I built just a wall around my heart. I wouldn't let anybody in. I would come, but I wouldn't talk to anybody. So I'd be like, well, they're just going to leave too if they live in close. And so I just quit really caring, and I started doing things I didn't want, like I shouldn't do. So I started getting into all the sexual stuff. Now I'm getting pornography and all that, just anything sexual. Well, maybe God will make me feel better. Maybe I can get love from that. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll find love from this person or this person. And so it got to a point where it feels good at the moment, but when I was by myself, I'd feel emptier and more worthless than I ever have each time. But I'd be like, well, maybe the next time will change. Maybe that time will be it.
Wow. Man, I don't know how many of y'all are experiencing that out here, but man, that's just crazy. You know, I couldn't imagine losing a father figure and then just feeling like you're alone. And you know who Jesus is, but you just feel like all hope is lost. So what I want to ask you is, when you hit rock bottom, when you thought you lost everything, you thought nothing good was going to happen, you lost all hope, what happened after that?
Well, I stayed doing all that stuff for a year and 2 years. And then one night, actually, when Brad just started coming, it was a worship. And I mean, I've stayed through plenty of worship. But Dominion came on.
Yeah.
And it said that he saved me. Even when I was doing that. Like, he died for me that night. Not for me on the stage.
Yeah.
That night. He loved me before I was.
Yes, come on.
And so, I don't know why, but at that moment it hit me. I was like, man, God loves me. For me to feel so alone, God loves me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need to do all that stuff for somebody's love when I have the Creator's love.
Come on. Man, and you know, he's grown so much since he's been a part of the team. Like I said, he's been doing photos for Unite and Unplugged. And recently, you got a new tattoo. And it kind of explains your testimony, and you know, I think we have a picture of it. But just kind of tell us about your new tattoo and what it means to you.
Well, it's an owl. An owl stands for wisdom. And so, I got a heart lock and the key. And so, pretty much what it means is guard your heart. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
Don't let things in that aren't going to build you up. If it's going to pull you down, they don't need to be
Man, let's put it up in the club. Alright guys, check out this video from the basement.